Oh, this is jokes. It's a good setup. I'm actually gonna hang you on this.
Yeah, get in there.
Get comfy.
Turn a little bit.
Okay. James Humphrys.
We're off.
How are you?
Yeah, very, very good, thank you, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So, how do we know each other? Remind Baboushka.
We met in a pub in Guildford on Christmas Eve, I believe.
Really?
Christmas Eve, it was at the George Abbott pub in Guildford.
Was it Christmas Eve?
I think
it was during
Christmas
the
Eve.
day.
I remember, because I didn't like my last minute Christmas shopping.
I remember that,
was it.
actually. I remember that. Since when have you started music?
So I started learning guitar when I was 8 or something like that. Acoustic guitar when I was 8. That was pretty serious, and I loved it.
Okay.
Always wanted an electric guitar, but for some reason it took me a while to get one. And I was meant to learn. My dad said like, "Oh, if you can learn this song on acoustic guitar, we'll get you an electric guitar." I never learned it, but eventually, just I was persistent. I got an electric guitar.
Did you have lessons from that young age?
Yeah, I
like,
had
you do on your own?
guitar lessons. Yeah, guitar lessons, and
Would you
then
say pretty cool from the age of 8 or 9, just learning on your own?
yeah, that would be impressive. But people do it though. People definitely do it. But yeah, and then carried on playing. Was in a band at junior school, I guess.
Junior is primary, no? Or is junior just before primary?
Yeah, before secondary school. That one before.
Yeah, primary. Yeah.
And then I took that pretty seriously. I didn't sing in that one though, but I wrote all the songs.
Okay.
And we were called Dioxide.
Dioxide, why?
Classic. Carbon dioxide. Get rid of the carbon.
Yeah.
You got dioxide.
Okay.
At the time, I was like, this is the name.
So how many of you were?
There were 3 of us in that.
3.
3 in that band.
But you weren't the lead.
Wasn't the lead, but I just played guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. I think that sort of set me up to be like, always wanting to be in bands.
That's cool.
Bit of an identity.
Yeah. Oh geez, like.
Love it.
Okay, nice.
Perfume.
Perfume the air, yeah.
But yeah, so I did that. Then went to secondary school, which is obviously like a music specialist school, the one I went to.
Oh really? I didn't know. I thought you were at was it not Godden? It wasn't Godden. Where did the others go to? They went to
George Abbott?
No, I went to George Abbott.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
No, they went to the one where Adam lives.
Where's that? That's the one, Guildford County.
Guildford County?
Yeah, it's a
Were
special.
you there as well? I was a specialist.
So I went to that one. But specialised in music, but if you didn't have to do music obviously to go there, but if you wanted to, you could really get involved in it. That's interesting,
because in George Abbott we had that as well. We had like specialisation in, I think that we were good in like the creative arts or something.
Nice.
That's why we had a lot of like art, theatre, music and stuff. I didn't realise counting that as well.
Heavily music, which was cool. So yeah, and then that sort of helps with work ethic and sort of learning to learn and practice and.
So since year 7, when you were 11 years old, you were able to do music.
Yeah. We had like a choir. We were known for our boys' choir, and even the lot that you know, you wouldn't say particularly like musical maybe, but everyone was in the choir.
Really?
All the boys were in the choir. It was the thing. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it was.
How
good.
did I not know this?
I guess I don't know.
Well, you're saying all the boys?
All the boys, Sam Gibbs,
even RG?
Definitely at one point.
That is so funny.
And we had a special tie as well that said boys choir on it.
Oh my god, do you have any pictures of it?
Not on me.
No, but like, would you be able to find
100%.
some? And for some videos?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and add a snippet
Cringe.
if you have some.
Cringe.
That
Get them
is
in there.
so jokes.
Great, this is good. Started off well this interview, hasn't it? There we go. So yeah, boys choir, all other different sort of ensembles you could get involved in if you wanted to. And they took it very seriously. So it sort of, encourages you to sort of explore it, and then I guess that's where the passion for like pursuing it or being like, this is what I want to do. Yeah, and at that time you're unaware of the industry. Being, it's just fun and exciting. Not that it's not fun and exciting now,
but there's a little bit more logistics.
Yeah. It's just music for music's. It's just great. It's just a good thing.
But you've always been independent.
Yes. Yeah. What, as in releasing music independently? Yeah, completely. And I think that's, God knows, if someone gave me a mad record deal, I think it would be hard to turn it down, wouldn't it?
Have people approached you before with record deals?
Not with not deals, but interest.
Interest, yeah.
But yeah, I think I sort of fit into the I don't know, I'm marketable, but I don't know. Actually, I don't know. But yes.
What do you mean by that?
So it's sort of, is it popular enough for a major, is it pop music for like major labels to get involved, or is it? But I'm also a little bit more guitar-y with my sound.
You're very acoustic. You do everything yourself, right?
Yeah, I do. Well, all the instruments. I wouldn't necessarily say it was acoustic, but it's just, play all the instruments in my room, so that kind of cuts the cost of like studio time and keeps it quick, and I can just get it done. And
it's actually crazy how much people pay for studio time when you can release EPs and singles in your room. It. I remember your little lockdown session.
Yes,
things.
they were good fun.
I follow your Jim's weekly jams.
Oh
that's
God,
not come out in a while.
Someone sent me a song the other day, and I was like, you need to refresh your playlist, man. And I was like, So the name keeps changing. It was like Not So Weekly Jams. And
I saw that.
It's changed to Monthly Jams.
Monthly
I haven't changed it, but
you haven't changed it in how many months?
Maybe 6 months. But there's still bangers on that.
Bi-yearly jams. You should change it to.
Yeah. Still bangers though.
Yeah. What have you been to? Do you remember your first concert you went to?
First, yes, I do actually. This is a good one. S Club 7.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was great. Very young, 8, maybe younger, 7.
Oh, so that was.
It was my older sister.
Okay,
and
nice.
we used to jam them out. And I think there was the junior. What are they called? The junior S Club 7, or what they're called? They were like these kids. They were basically S Club 7.
Yeah.
But they were kids, and they were supporting them. And
okay.
It was a
I
good time.
I have no idea what that is.
But that was I guess that's a pretty cool first gig, isn't it? But after that, one in Brixton actually. It was Bombay Bicycle Club.
I love them. They're so sick.
The Maccabees.
Yep. I don't listen to them as much as I used to before, but
they don't exist anymore. But it was a mad lineup. So it was those two. Who else?
What
the
was
drums.
it like? So it's like a.
It was like a
mini festival.
It was like a tour that they were doing called. It was like the Shockwaves, like the hair product tour.
Okay.
They were. I don't know. I mean, just the lineup was insane. Who else was there? So Bombay Bicycle Club. The drums. Do you know the drums?
No.
And this band called the Big Pink. They were very much of that time, but it was just insane.
So when was that?
That was probably 2007.
2007.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was like my first proper this is my music that I like listening to, youngster at Brixton O2 Academy.
Well, here we are actually. We're actually filming this in Brixton.
Yeah.
Shout out RG and Luke and.
They'll probably walk in.
Yeah, they might walk in. Well, RG said that he would keep it quiet, but hopefully,
Yeah, that was my first gig.
Nice. And so you say that's kind of like your genre. So how would you define your genre of music?
I would. Well,
it's kind of poppy kind of alternative, I guess. Yeah. Although I don't like using alternative when saying a certain niche. I mean, maybe you just don't like to put yourself in a box.
Pigeonhole yourself.
Yeah.
Although I do, and that's the funny thing. When people ask me, I by accident, because when people are like, "What type of music is it?" and I have these 3 words to describe it, even though it's not always the same thing. I just say funky indie pop music.
Funky indie pop music.
But then what what is that? But
what does that define?
Exactly.
How is that
I don't know. I can't do it.
Funky indie pop music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's not quite pop. Well, it's pop music. I guess the arrangements are pop songs.
Yeah.
But there's more left field sort of influences.
I definitely feel the funky and indie part of it.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean pop without even question, but so when you finished school in Guildford, you went to Bristol.
Yeah.
What did you study?
Took a year out first with my mate Tom.
Okay.
We went interrailing for 2 months.
So in Europe?
Around Europe. We made it as far as Mykonos actually.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty bougie for interrailing. Well, I forgot we were interrailing when we did that.
Yeah.
But that was really fun.
That's really far, so that's really expensive.
It was really I ran out of money completely, and I bought a ukulele when I was in Greece as well.
Nice.
For 200 euros or something. It was.
What?
But I
bought mine for 20 euros.
Well, you can. This is the thing. But it was a nice one. It was quite a big one, so
nice.
So I brought that around with me. So
have you used it in some of your songs?
No, actually.
You should.
No, but I used.
Shout out Mykonos.
Yes. Oh God, that's it. But yeah, that was good fun. So did that. Was kind of writing some sort of ideas on ukulele. These aren't in any of these ideas, by the way. This is pre my James Humphrys project. So, but there we go.
Because you started that in 2017?
15 when I went to Bristol after interrailing.
Okay. Because I know you released was it your first EP that you released in 2017?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that one called? Some Mantra EP. Then when I was studying at BIM Bristol, which is like a music institute for musicians, producers, guitarists, or whatever, and I was on the songwriting course. So I've got a degree in I've got a degree in songwriting. Which
that's
is
unreal. I don't think I've ever met someone who's well, not that I know of, that's got a degree. So how do you get one of it? Like, what's your course made up of?
So the course, it was pretty good because you could sort of tailor it to the different modules. You could sort of tailor as you went along, and you could do a bit more recording or performance and stuff. But there was a lot of what was it called? I can't remember the name of the module, but it was like context of how music is, it's good to know the music that we like, where its influences, the history of, where that's come from, and there was a lot of like almost philosophical stuff we had to do and big essays on that. So that I guess that gave it the degree side to it.
Did you have to analyse like poetry and stuff like that?
Yeah, a fair amount.
Like films and other. Did you have to look at like classics and stuff? Like for example, you funky indie pop music. Were you able to go down that route, or was it purely like Beethoven?
No. It's definitely contemporary stuff. But a mixture, and you look at films.
Beethoven does not have lyrics.
Right. You need them. But you don't always need them. It's the feel or the time in which the song has come out and its importance at that time or whatever. But it was good. But it's funny.
What influenced you the most throughout? Like, what do you think you learned? Now taking a step back, because I feel the same. I mean, I personally feel like, I'm just coming out of architecture, but like, taking a step back, now me knowing that I don't want to do architecture, like I now can look back in and be like, okay, I've actually learned all this stuff, even though like some of it was a bit annoying. I come back out of it and
I guess subconsciously it like rubs off on you, doesn't it? And also I'd say the environment in which you're in. So part of going to Bristol and studying there wasn't necessarily about the degree, if you know what I mean. It was like 3 years in which you can, you've moved out of safe Surrey and be in this really
outside of your parents' house.
Exactly, in a city full of like mad culture and like-minded individuals that are doing the same thing, and that's where I met the band, and that's where
your band now.
The band now. But also every day there's a gig. There's literally a gig happening every day in Bristol, and if it's not a gig, it's a jam or it's like an open mic or something.
That's so cool.
You're just like, wow, this is insane.
That's so cool.
So it was,
and was that all organised by your uni or no?
No, not really. I'm not. They didn't really. No, they created opportunities for gigs and they put on their own stuff. But once you're there, it's just you find your groups, or you find the little cultures of subcultures and stuff. And
nice.
Yeah, sick.
And so you started in 2015.
Yeah.
Your band was made in 2015.
The core members started then.
So again, who is it and what did they do?
So who was the OGs? People have been coming, so we'd have to do. Yeah, exactly. But for now the group is, so we've got Connor Ross Harrington on drums, who wasn't in my year at uni, but he's a bit of a legend in Bristol for playing drums for everyone.
That's so cool.
And is really, really good. Very committed to his work flow, and his mindset towards drums is really great. So he's on drums.
Can you play the drums now?
I can play the drums, but again, taught myself how to play drums. So technique's maybe not there, but so that, I guess that's quite
basic.
Basic stuff. But that's kind of helpful, I guess, and maybe annoying for Connor when he comes in, because I'm like, can you just do it like that? He's like, fuck's sake.
Simplify. Why is that annoying? Because you've just done it like.
Oh, maybe I'm like yeah. So I'm onto him. I'm always listening out onto for whatever he's doing on the hi-hat or whatever. But so so Connor on drums. Who else we got? Charlie Green. He's an OG man. Okay. So Charlie Green on guitar. Yeah. And he's like a Bristol born and bred dude, which is good.
And how did you meet him?
Met him at uni.
At uni, so he was in your year.
He was in my year.
Songwriting as well.
He was doing the guitar course.
Okay. Hence why.
He did the guitar course. Okay. And then we've got Beth Humphrys on not my girlfriend.
Not your girlfriend.
And we're not married. It's just
I know.
Okay, yeah.
So yours is Humphrys. Because you know what? I thought that when I first met you. I was like,
is he married?
Humphrys?
Is he married, or is that his sister? Is he really close with his sister?
Yeah, I know. Yours is he really close?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Is he weirdly close with his sister?
Exactly.
Because yours is Humphrys spelled with an R-Y-S. Her is I-E-S. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
But so another Beth Humphries.
Another one. Well, that's how we met at uni.
What?
So we were on the same course.
So there are two Beth Humphries that you've...
No. Wait, so Beth Humphries is my girlfriend.
Okay.
But she plays in the band.
Okay.
She also does her own music.
Okay.
And writes. But we met at uni, and I think I messaged her when I found out she was in my class, being like, oh my god, we got the same... Really cringy, being like, we got the same surname, like, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah, cool, like, brilliant. But I'd never met another Humphries before, even though it's spelled differently.
And also you're in England, Humphries is... I think I had a teacher called Mr. Humphries.
Probably. They're around. They are around. There's an EYS out there as well.
EYS as well, yeah.
But there we go. So yeah, she plays synth and sings. And then we had my best mate Sam Gallop on bass, but he's recently moved to Seville.
Okay.
I hope this is exciting for your viewers, by the way, but this is
exciting,
my life story.
Yeah.
So he moved to Seville quite recently, actually. So at first I was thinking, I still am heartbroken, but you're like, oh no, it's never going to be the same, like blah blah. But that's just how it goes, He's living his life out in Seville, still making music.
And you now have a new bass player?
Got a new bass player called Max Mees.
Okay, and who's now with you now?
He is, yeah, and he didn't go to BIM. I think where is he from? He's not from Bath. But anyway, but he... Yeah,
one of those.
Yeah, he's fantastic. So he's been around in the Bristol or West Country scene for a while.
Nice.
And a lot of math rock, sort of, which is like, complicated time signatures and rhythms. So now he's playing, not easy shit, but
Your groovy.
Grooves. But he loves it and he's really, really good. So we've got Max Mees on bass. And then...
You.
Me. That's it.
How
many was that?
That was 5, I think. 4
yeah,
or 5.
Well there we go. And I'm the fifth.
And you're the fifth.
That's
and so
it.
what do you play?
So I play rhythm guitar.
Okay.
And I sing.
And you sing.
Yeah.
And when you record your songs, are they all on it, or do you produce?
No, yeah. So I record everything in my room, all the different parts, do all the production and stuff, and then bring it to the band when we rehearse.
And so that's for live shows.
For live
shows, they play your music.
Basically, but with their own, we all come together and be like, maybe we could,
switch this up.
Switch that up. I've got this little, it's not like textbook thing, but it can be a bit boring, and that's good because you've got to keep it sort of, invested, and we're a unit.
Yeah.
And I think that's our little flair is that we gel so much because we've done it like that basically.
That's so good.
So we've done a few headlines this year already, so we're trying to be a bit more picky about. Not just gigging for the sake of it, because also it's really hard to get paid actually, especially when there's 5 of us. So often coming to London and doing a gig, you actually make a loss.
Well, yeah, because you have to travel.
Coming from Bristol, it's mad, and there's 5 of us, so it's actually. But we do it obviously for the love of music, and it'd be great to pretend or say we got paid loads, but it's
not.
It's definitely
it's
not a thing.
La vie d'artiste.
That is it. C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. And you speak French?
No.
A little bit.
No, I try to. Really, I pester you with my French, but I don't.
But you have family in France, right?
No, my granddad was, and I've recently been looking into this, right? So, my granddad was born in Monte Carlo, which isn't really France, is it?
No.
But
we'll for the sake of it,
French vibes.
French vibes.
So after,
Montreal.
Yeah, exactly. So after Brexit, me and my sister were googling, because my mum's got Irish family, we're trying to how do we get it? Can we get?
How do we say in the EU?
Yeah, and she was saying, well, we could get a Monaco or Monte Carlo passport, but apparently it costs 10 grand.
Oh, good luck with
that. So it's just if you got money, have a passport.
Yeah.
But there we go. So
it's all the politicians.
Yeah, fucking something like that. So we'll just have to stick with is it a blue passport now?
I have no idea. I don't have a.
Yeah, you're right.
Fucking
yay for us with our blue passports.
What are you working on right now?
So at the moment, I've just released my latest single, Worst Way, which has been out for. That's the one. So it's been out for a while now, a month maybe, and that we did a video for that, which has gone down quite well. I think it's one of my favourites.
You've got some really cool music videos.
Thank you very much.
But,
yeah.
Like as an independent, like you've just said, like independent artist who doesn't have that much money to fund his stuff.
Yeah.
Your videos are always so sick.
I will take that. Yeah.
Do you do that with your friends? Mostly?
Yeah. So there's a guy who I met. So I'd only had one video done, like pre-lockdown.
Yeah.
One video that my cousin did for me, which is good fun. You can check that out. That was for Lay It All Down.
Lay It All Down. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is like, you can. It's good. It's funny.
Was that not? Wait, was that with another girl in it in the video?
No.
That's the one.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Melancholic.
Yes, tongue-tied. That's what you're thinking of. So I was approached by this guy called Zach Watson, and I think he was studying at uni still at this point. So he was like, "Do you want to,
On videography then.
What was that? Sorry.
Videography.
Studying film and making it. Cinematography.
Cinematography.
Or something, something like that.
Oh yeah, in French we say video.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Pourquoi non?
Pourquoi pas?
But yeah, so he got in touch, and then we did that one, and then released.
So that was 2000.
That was like
before
lockdown.
COVID.
We released it
during lockdown. Okay.
So that at that point, I had we know 2 videos.
Yeah.
2 videos. Now I've got loads, but I keep using Zach. So we've built up like a friendship.
That's so sick. Yeah, because you've released most of your videos last year then.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I try to do one for every song if I can, can afford it, and it's worth doing. But yeah, we've built up a load of trust together, and our workflow's pretty good. We communicate nicely, and I think I'm getting better at the idea of putting like a visual to. He doesn't live here.
Gibbs, he doesn't live here.
He doesn't live here?
No.
Is he gonna come in? Can we get him in?
Maybe he can come in. Come say hi to Baboushka.
Gang shit. He's coming in.
No.
Hello. This is your setup, isn't it?
This is it.
This is the setup, yeah.
Okay, now act natural.
Act natural.
I'll leave you to it.
You get out for a little singing?
Yeah.
No,
I'll just have all you
I will. I'm going to do it. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, music videos.
Music videos.
So yeah,
That's a little interlude.
that's it. So they've gone quite well.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And now I love doing them.
Yeah, are you the one that directs them, or do you mostly ask people to direct them?
No, me and Zach, come up with the ideas together, find sort of location, and I think sometimes like the location is like key, because then you can just keep it simple. But if the location's sick, and it's concise.
Yeah.
And not too like all over the place.
Well, normally simplicity is key.
Yeah,
100%. It's like less is more sometimes, especially when your music is so like jammed like yours is.
Yeah.
Wait, you've got one with the cake in it, no?
Cake.
Wait,
there's birthday vibes. There's birthday vibes, which is Worst Way. So that's the most recent one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which
I remember that one.
Which has been really good.
Nice.
But then other than that, so I'm sitting on a lot of music at the moment, and
Yeah.
I'm getting the next single ready. I haven't got a date for it yet, but it's all been mixed and mastered, ready to go.
Are you doing that yourself, or are you getting someone else to do it?
Someone mixes it and someone masters it, because it's a massive.
It's difficult.
It's like there's an art to it, especially master it. Well,
what does that entail?
oh god, I'm trying to make sense of it myself, to be fair. But basically, on face, so you get the mix and everything's got its place.
So you've produced everything. And
So
you give them
so I've produced it, got the project together, and I sent it to my mate Max Rad, and then he does a sick job on the mix with everything I've got. He just finds its place for everything.
Yeah.
It's all very well balanced, and sounds good. Used all these nice plugins and stuff. And then once that's there and it's quite quiet, then you send it to the mastering guy, who then gets the volume up to like sort of industry standard, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if you think of it like a sort of Instagram post, you've got the photo, but then you then not put a filter on it, because that just sounds real quick and easy, but it's not like that.
But you kind of get it to the same, like to the good polished.
Yeah, get it ready compress it all the right places, and then it's ready to go. Confusing, but that's what.
So that's been done now.
So that's all ready to go, and then I'm trying to get the artwork sorted, but yeah.
Do you have artists do you have different artists who do your...
No, I've always used the same dude, who is my best mate called Jack Lazarus Ward.
What does he do in life?
He is a photographer in Bristol.
So that's why he takes pictures of you.
Yeah, exactly. So we've always done it together.
Oh, you live together?
We used to live together. We've lived together loads of times. But we work really well, and often have lots of fun together as well.
That's really good.
That's it.
I always think it's the best thing to work with friends.
That's
so
it.
This is why I wanted to have you on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's the thing. Why not uplift each other? Why not use each other for
exactly.
like, you know, uplift each other mutually and stuff. I just think it's the best way forward.
And again, for me, it's trust and just the collaborating side with, you know, Zach and Jack. It's just like the trust is there. The vibe is there.
Yeah.
We're going to come out with something. Well, at least I'm happy with, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Are you thinking about releasing an album at some point? Because you've got 2 EPs.
Yeah.
And the rest are just singles.
Yeah. I've got enough music to potentially do it, and now people say, and there's arguments to say this is not a marketing strategy to release single, because it's like, why would you not space? If you've got the content and the catalogue. Why not space it out? Yeah. But I don't know. I think if I were just to chuck a load of 12 songs out like bam, I feel like that would be a waste of it.
Like, so you're looking for like an idea or like a theme or something.
I wouldn't necessarily say a theme, but just like I don't want to just chuck it out there.
Yeah.
And then because that's what scares me sometimes with releasing music is like you get the high of releasing it, and then that's when the work begins, and you've got to like promote it and really, really push it. But then you sort of crash down, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And then not that it's got like a shelf life until people aren't interested in it. But yeah.
But I always feel like, because I'm definitely someone who finds, well, I don't know, I hate shuffle like on an album or whatever. I always shuffle like some of my playlists or like my like tracks, but like if I like an album, I will consecutively listen to it from stuff, but like constantly. So if I really like something, I find it hard to do that with EPs because it's so like
short bursts, isn't it?
So short.
Sometimes I guess it's a good palatable amount that you can sort of digest quite nicely, like a mixtape. People are doing mixtapes now.
Mixtapes are becoming so popular. FK Twigs just released one.
Mixtape, which I think I like that. Maybe more. I would lean towards that a bit more
because it's more free, isn't it?
It's a bit
you
more
can literally
free.
put as many songs in.
Yeah. If I had like a financial backing to do an album as well, because like that's a lot of songs, isn't it?
Well, that's hard about being independent, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough.
Because you have to pay to get music out.
No,
I
would normally do, but I mean, when you said I'm working with a company, so I've got like a distribution deal, or sort of thing, so I don't have to pay for that, and they help with a few.
So you give them the music, and they're like, okay, we'll sort it out.
Yeah, they
put it on Spotify.
Exactly.
Do you use Bandcamp as well?
No, I used to. 100%. Yeah, and for merch and stuff, it's good. No, but I don't.
And it's one of the best for like paying artists.
Yeah.
Spotify is awful.
Oh, they're proper wank. Yeah. Rubbish.
Awful.
Yeah, shit. But yeah, we still love them. Do you know what I mean? You have to be like, oh my god, listen to my tune.
Yeah, because it's the easy. Because I was speaking to someone today about it, but like. For the listeners, it's great because you can have personalised playlists and everything is done, and like genres are done easily, and that means you can discover music quickly. Yeah. And that's also a good thing for artists, I guess. But like, unless you're playlisted or unless
that's it. Well, is that what another artist was saying about the playlist thing? Yeah, it's mad with the playlist thing, and it's like again, that's where sometimes it can like seep into your what's the word? How you validate the success of the music I've made, and I do that every time there's a release. If it hasn't made it onto a editorial playlist, I'm thinking it's failed. Like,
that's
it's shit, and I'm like, and it's really hard to try and train yourself out of it because we're just to get that reach and for new listeners, you rely on it.
Yeah, of course. So, is that why you're having a social media cleanse as well?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Yeah, I got a bit down in the dumps about stuff. I don't know, and I was just like, fuck it. I just don't know. The energy, and sometimes I do stuff, and people are like, "Oh, can you share that, please? Like that thing we did. Can you share that one?" And then they're like, "Can you share that on your thing?" I'm like, I don't need to tell. I don't know. Pisses me off. So it's actually worked. It hasn't helped at all. Now I've just been like,
it's a bit of a vicious circle, isn't it? Because like obviously you want to support your friends and you want things to like you want people to support you as well.
Yeah,
and it's like if you have to do that with every single person, your feed. Especially when your feed is professional, then your feed turns into just a promotional page, and then the fucking algorithm will fucking
Eats
shadow
you up.
ban you.
Yeah,
And then
is that the official term?
Yeah, shadow. Have you ever been shadow
Probably,
banned?
I'm probably right
it's
now.
Awful.
Probably, but if I post tomorrow, I'm probably banned. I'm
That's
probably
so
lifetime
annoying.
banned.
It's like basically it doesn't give you the same outreach as like it should. Like sometimes I'll post stories. I've got I think 1,000. Who cares? Like 1,300 followers or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can get 800 to 900 views on a story.
Good.
Which is
Quite
a lot.
Considering.
Which is like if you look at it, and sometimes I'll literally get 200. And it's like, well, 200 is still 200 people you're like looking at, but that's like 200 of your closest friends. So like you might watch my story.
Because
and
they know if you've direct message it, or whatever.
Exactly.
So do you think that will change?
No, I don't think so. Actually, it's changed. On Instagram, they've been very sneaky about it.
I've done it. I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, you press on the Instagram logo, and you can go on your actual following or your close friends, and you just see the things that you want to see.
Or you can get it in the
chronological order again,
exactly.
how it was when it first started.
Yeah, I've done that. And apparently Twitter. I mean, I don't really use. I use it
a little bit. I used to use it a lot more. I don't know. I kind of use it sometimes when I need to.
You vent a little bit.
Well, I never post anything on it. I think I actually use an app to delete all my tweets. Wow. Because I've had it since like 20.
Clean slate.
2000.
Yeah, fair enough. I know what you mean. I'm the same actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, Elon Musk has bought Twitter, wasn't he?
I just got told that today.
Yeah, my mum was telling me she loves Twitter for information and stuff. Well, that's what she said.
Don't know how that's going to be with Elon Musk.
Well, that's what I was saying.
That's kind of.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but.
I don't know how big of his.
It's crazy you can just buy stuff like that.
Well, when you've got money,
I guess so.
You've got the means. I'd be interested in seeing how much he's bought it for.
God.
Probably billions.
That's wild, isn't it?
It's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah.
Elon Musk aside.
Yeah.
So how many singles are we expecting from you? Or EP?
Yeah, I was going to put it into an EP, but I was going to do single, just a load of singles, and then gradually they build up into a body of work. I don't know if I'd call it an EP, but at least 5, I guess, to the end of the year. Try and smash them out of the summer. Nice. It's kind of summery music, isn't it?
Nice. Well, we'll be promoting that on Baboushka.
Fantastic. The next one's called Older Now.
Older Now.
Ooh,
what are we expecting from it?
Guess what that's about?
Getting
feeling old. Yeah, that's it. Feeling older. I don't know. A lot of the music's about sort of time, and I think that's what I've been reflecting at the moment, especially after like 2 years of like halting.
Well, you guys in England have had it fucking difficult.
Yeah, well,
It's been very rough here.
I guess so. Yeah.
I don't think it's been as rough in France
you
as
just let
in
loose.
England. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
it's about a lot of heavy lockdowns.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It's crazy. Yeah. So it's about that sort of reflecting on growing up, basically, simply.
Nice. Well, I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah, it should be good.
So I've got one last thing to finish off. The last thing is after this. But, so because this is called Baboushka.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see something a little bit funny.
Alright.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay.
I put another person on the spot the other day.
Sweet.
So because it's Baboushka, I wanted to see what the artists who come on to Baboushka do with Baboushka. So seeing as you're a songwriter, what can you write with Baboushka?
Well, right now?
Yeah, on the spot. You can take your time.
Okay, I will. Immediately I think of Kate Bush though, obviously, right?
Or A$AP Rocky.
Baboushka. Chocolate mousse. Baboushka, chocolate mousse.
Yeah? What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know. We have to write a song right now?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No, I mean, if you just want to say Baboushka chocolate mousse.
That's what I've got.
That's what you've got?
That's what I've got for now.
Okay. Why did it make you think of...
Is there a type of Greek dish called like moussaka? Moussaka. Baboushka, moussaka. This is more like a really shit sort of rap. Yeah.
But that's what's funny about it.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna stick to that. Just those 2 words. This is not my usual like workflow, by the way. I don't often work like this, but
it works better with rappers, I guess.
Yeah.
So Baboushka, moussaka,
that's it.
chocolate mousse.
Chocolate mousse.
Okay.
Or at least you can get it on a t-shirt. What rhymes with Baboushka?
Not much.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
And it's hard because it's Baboushka.
Baboushka.
You can sing if you want.
No, it's okay.
You don't want to?
No, okay. I'm too shy.
Baboushka.
Moussaka.
Moussaka.
Fuck. Oh, cringe.
Cringe?
Yeah, that was cringe. Cringe. Next question.
Next question. Well, that's it. The last question is,
brilliant.
who would you like to see on Baboushka?
I would like to see. Ooh, okay. Anyone in the
world. I mean, who's alive.
Okay, yeah, of course.
And who's got a cool
Who am
project.
I
or
interested in at the moment? Can I go through my phone actually? I just want to
Yeah.
I guess you can cut this bit out. I'm trying to think there's some new bands I've been listening to at the moment. Oh, actually, okay, a few. Who am I listening? Okay, top 3 that I've been listening to at the moment. A band called Banji.
Yeah.
Banji.
Okay.
I think they're Dutch.
Okay.
I think they're from Holland. So I like them. There's a guy called Max Pope who is London based. He's sick.
Do you know him or?
No, don't know him.
What kind of music is it?
It's more soulful.
Oh.
So it's not funky indie pop, but it's like soulful. It's still a bit indie.
Okay.
Still a bit indie stuff. But Max Pope is sick, and there's a guy called Enfield who I think lives in London as well.
Okay, nice.
And I think my sister knows him, but he makes sort of like South African influenced indie pop music, I'd say. But it's sick. But he used to be in a, I don't know if they're still going, Beatenberg? But they're, famous in South Africa, I think. So there we go. Those would be my 3.
Those would be your 3.
Or if you can't get one, just listen to them anyway.
I'll definitely listen to them anyway.
But yeah.
But nice. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm happy with this.
Yeah, it's been good fun.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no worries. Only one interruption as well from.
Only one interruption, I know.
Sam himself.
So James Humphrys, new music soon. Hopefully your gig will go well as well.
Thank you very much.
I'm excited for the rest of it. Done. You happy?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Cool.
Other than the Baboushka, I'm still thinking. See what Sam comes up with. Can I take this off?
Yeah. Let me just turn this off. Up.
Baboushka, Moussaka.
Baboushka, Moussaka.